Second map of the first playoff game. Trace 1-0 up. This is a map that, again, Trace have played in the last couple of weeks against DRG and EDG, and have been losing. Against EDG, at least it went into overtime. Just a couple of rough rounds that enabled EDG to get back into it, but what else is new? And then for all gamers, they've only played it twice, which were in week 1 and week 2, so it's been a while since we've seen this, like, single Euro, no jet, single duelist Harbor Viper. Ooh, what's the flash lineup? I guess it'd just be off the lip here. Here goes the Harbor Wall. Feng Feng's going to try and push up off the back of it. You have got 2 players here, like, sort of ready to go and fight over. And the majority of the fights going away. It's a fantastic trade for Sword 9. I thought Feng Feng might be able to, like, unlock that space a bit more, but having 2 players here to keep an eye and check it, massive. A flank as well, all the way around. Delby's got a flash. Manages to dodge it. Doesn't really get Kai that much. And they line up and get collided. Oh my god. How did that go so wrong for AG? How did it go so right for Trace? Alright, we get to see this part of the retake. Replays have been amazing for China too. Great trades. So good that we get to see it twice. Oh. What happened with BLG for the fall off of this season? Like, IGL and trying to get an IGL and trying to sort out roles. Round peg in a square hole kind of vibes. Right, recon dart in. Full eco for all gamers. And Hebe is just TP'd in Von 2. He might ace. He's got a 3k already. They've lost 1 player, they lost Lao. 4k and then Kai clears up the rest. Alright, nice. Very quick anti-eco. Nice and clean. Sorry, just got here. How is Trace? Better than they have been last couple of weeks. They're still like over-facing a little bit, but net anti-ecos. So I'm looking at my notes. Just make sure that they're right. Anti-ecos, they got 50'd a couple of times. Rough, but retakes, defensive aggression, like the utility that they were using. Really good. Really, really fun to watch. All gamers weren't too bad either, but I think it was just like Trace were the better team and Trace won. Right, Euro Harbor pushing this, Cascades. With both teams running Euro, fighting for this orb is just massive for both sides. Recon Dart just in 2, in case they need to spray through. Feng Feng's locked up, he's put a trap here, he's just opened a door, and then he's just backing up. Which is really nice. Having the Euro here is going to be a bit problematic because the Viper needs to clear them. There's 3 players here, but just the Harbor Wall, the Viper Wall, it just turns it into a little bit of a weird fight. But the Euro being able to be here, now it's a little bit troubling because Delby needs to TP out if they can. There they go. One of the few maps actually that Delby's still playing the duelist, but I guess that's just because Spitfires isn't that well versed in it. I don't think you need to keep fighting that Spitfires, to be honest. Nobody's pushing off the back of it. 30 seconds. I mean, this dot is open, I'm pretty sure. Because Feng Feng opened it earlier. He has a rifle now. Could just save that, to be honest. I have a bad feeling about this. It would have to be ridiculous, but it's still like good damage done from Trace. 3 kills. Like, I guess for a bonus, 3 kills without a plant is good. 2 kills on a plant is good. Like, 1 kill without a plant would have been a little bit more awkward for Trace and perfectly fine for all gamers, but they just faced into it a bit too much. Do any of the China teams have a real chance to make a run at Master Shanghai? Yeah, FPX. FPX and EDG, but most certainly FPX. They look crazy good at the moment. It's just whether they have the mental to do it. The Spitfire's not played Jet or Yoru. They could play Jet. All right, dimensional drift execute. They found the cipher. He's caged up to try and play around it. I mean, they have just kind of ignored the cipher. They know that they're roughly there. But you've given Spitfires, like he's still there. He's just got 2 kills. 3 kills. He's still alive. 4 kills. The first player that you come into contact with. No, Fev camera. Is he going to ace? Not quite. Oh, my. Fung Fung's just still going to win this, isn't he? I feel. Oh, Monk's dedicating onto the angle. All right, both ciphers popping off there. Crazy round. Jesus. Wait, is that Fung Fung's like 500th kill in China?
他们首先因为他比较厉害，然后再其次可能因为他们打的比较多，这500个真的非常非常不容易啊。就是他真的太厉害了。I
mean, those are 2 amazing kills from Fung. I didn't even see them.
是只有小火龙一把长枪，一个小甲的长枪。会被。
小开是起到了一把猛侠在，因为
What just happened? What is happening?
猛侠这种打轻甲或者对方存钱的时候是最舒服的。
对，炮神进许西了，点的只有1个人，而且这一个待会儿有可能就不在这儿了。有一个传送锚点可以随时走的，吊臂没有走，选择与 A 点共存亡。
I mean, just the UI's broken.
直接开穿，而且
500 kills since kickoff, I guess. There's no way that he's well.
看了一下，暂时没有人回防过来，再过一会儿他就可以来到桥上附近。
Maybe.
有人在摸。 找到侧身，再打一个，还有第2个这是没血的，又穿掉。
最后只剩小火龙。
He did 40 bomb.
在手里
可以保其实。
Yeah, true. What did Munchkin get? Munchkin got like 1,000 kills. But that was for this year, wasn't it?
又想到了在日落之城这里叫完暂停之
后。So yeah, I guess that lines up.
3杀配合上小开的3杀。 这一回合在两边1比2的这种关键回合长枪回合里面，疯疯的
Yeah, so we didn't see any of that round.
两边其实小火
That's fine. We'll see the replays.
在同一个回合里面，但是终究还是疯疯笑到了最后。
我们看一下，马上有人来缴枪了 ，Loki， 小头皮被看到。
Good shot from Spitfires. Nobody else is gonna get to him in time.
下一分的话，无论说怎么样，他现在都是有中级技能，
Nah, not quite.
阵亡，他都会给他加一个点数。
而且本来对于进攻方来讲的话，几回合都安装了。
213 during the season and 283 during kickoff. Yeah, to be fair, Trace did play play-ins, so they played the most there.
又重新把2楼的管道打开了之后，确实对于防守的落位来说是比较困难的，因为你要提防木门、2楼的开关门以及 A 点的入口处。
A lot of those series went to like full BO freeze too, so.
放到后点。
Who's the best player in China if there's a solidified one?
是没有关系的，不受影响。
对。 以前不用提防这儿，但是现在
I feel right now, form-wise, it's probably life. No, it's Kung Kung.
他是一把猛侠，其实两边都差不多，都是一枪的事儿。因为吊臂是一个小甲，
对，是轻甲在手里。
Hi QBO, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
这回合 T 打得非常的慢。
Delby is the op, and he's just in holes.
通过小开的这种猛侠，想抽一些机会。
Welcome to the attacking default of Breeze, where you either just hunch around here or you hunch around here. If you want to go by history, you'd have to go RB, no? I don't know. I don't think RB's done... I don't think Kung Kung's that behind RB when it comes to, like, what they've actually achieved. Because DRX have never made like an international final, so they made 3rd place, and I think the highest EDG have finished is 4th. Delby's incredible. Like, I think a lot of teams are gonna want to like try and pick him up. Alright, 3v2. Let's come in. Yeah, the Cypher actually pushing. Like, the door's been open, and then the Cypher just pushes up. You kind of got a trip to play off. But Spitfires has been spotted. Observing's giving me a headache for this one. Just stay on the one player that's in a clutch. That's the rule, right? When it comes to observing, it's a 1 versus 2. You stay on the 1.
但时间现在是他的敌人啊，滴滴声呢一直在催促着他往前走，往前走就进入到了峰峰的枪口下。
对，确实没有时间了。哪怕说你要走这个2楼保枪，峰峰也是可以把他绞掉。
I used to scrim against him when he was in franchise, when he was in Tier 3 Indonesia.
包括 DLB 在中路也是神鬼不觉发现了没有人，所以 A 点只要混烟就行。但是自己出来的声音好像被峰峰听到了。
Unwritten rule of observing, yeah.
夜路这个声音，无论说是出大招还是进入大招，然后包括像是进入大招，可能你察觉不到。
Yeah, sorry, I thought it was top 4.
就和他的传送的声音一样。
是的，进入的话就喊一句台。
I remember it being equal amount for playoffs, which I think I thought was just top 4 because it was 1 from each region, but it might have been top 8, 2 from each region.
而且这个比分其实跟第一张地图有点相似，但是
Is your chat right behind your camera? Yeah, I mean it's a telestrator.
他们一定做了非常多的功课和准备过来迎战 T1。
但是刚才这一份神鬼不觉也交了，似乎没有太好的一个作用。
是的。
Oh, whilst you're stuck in Tier 3 Indonesia, yeah, just keep grinding.
但是最终被小开的一把正义
Should be enough inspiration to show like how far you can go, especially with China as a region, like
3个人必点的前压是
just more opportunities.
那有的时候就是关键的时
I'm
候，
sure you'll be fine.
枪上面陷入到了劣势之中。
来看一下这个暂停过后，
Shanghai's pretty much for sure going to be Trace, FPX, and EDG.
怎样的调整？
I don't think it's going to be for sure Trace.
终极技能方面 ，Locking 的回复一直在，但是他们一直都是有人数优势的那一
I
环。
mean, one of the games that they could end up playing would be like DRG, who just beat them, and then Nova, who, much like all gamers, could potentially pop off. But China can only get 1 import though. At Tier 2, you can get 2.
但目前为止，每一次回防似乎都没有太好的一个人数。
也就是名牌上管道，在这儿。
知道你
All right, lower buy again? Yeah, kind of. I mean, again, money is like...
而且管道这里是可以打闪出的。
是的。
毕竟夜路是
making it very awkward for when you have a full buy after this. So you might be on half armor or just missing some util.
很警觉，好像已经猜到了，但是正好是一个背身的时机。
好。
可能有机会精英下来。
Do you like this though? Don't know it. I don't like the way that was peaked from Del B. Or you're just slow walking around this angle. Because yeah, the idea makes sense. They don't have a cipher. They don't have any like flank control, so being able to push behind is good. But you almost have to assume that somebody's going to be watching it, especially from here. So just slow walking around here is... You're not going to catch him by surprise with that. Oh no, they do have a cipher there. What am I talking about? So that's even more silly.
2个短炮没有打中，被菲尔打掉对手，但是今天有人了，射巡地箭的同时，黑贝是让队友帮忙勾了一下，打掉了孟克。再拉出来，也有2个人在保枪的。
Nice and clean from Lure King.
2个人全部被
Yeah, this is starting to look really, really dominant.
被黑贝给闪到。
Hippo, thank you very much for the sub.
拿到，虽然说又是一些不同的战术布置，比如说这回合的双人管道前压，但是 YU 这个位置支架
Two flanking all the way around.
他直接看后面，
Yeah, Kai just a little bit caught out. And really nice Euro flash.
他们也知道，如果我进攻方不入侵中路和2楼的话，你防守方很容易反推。
Yeah, what's it buy like here? Some half armor.
回合他们的进攻又转到了 B 区里面。
You've got trips, got all our cages.
比入之城更加多一些。
对。 当然，一切的一切都要从这个独木。
Hibe's not really been focused on farming up the Euro ults, I guess. He has just been TPing in and going through. Right, they catch Spitfires this time. Hunt's playing from backside, trying to play around the cage. Kai gets the trade. I like this wall. I don't know if it was just thrown in like last minute though, to be fair. Aldron, seeing them if they can spot anything. Aldron here, Harbour watching for the flank. Camera watching for flank here too. Here comes the reckoning. And Trace just win the fights anyhow. Another Eco's needed, and what, that's 7-1? Well, you guys know what you need to do if it's 7-1.
就是那个台美，DLB刚死，德爆拳也生效了。
对，可能就是他左键摁下去的那一瞬间，刚好队友阵亡。
那对于 AG 来说，这一分是很伤的。自己的长枪局 T1是选择了提速，而 T1的小开也是拿到了500个击败的里程碑。第2 2位达到此成就的选手。这一张地图里面，峰峰、小开都完成了这个成就。
Are we spamming Dez because Dez is Brazilian?
还有 T
Is that the joke?
两个人在上位的选择上都会可能承担一下0这个位置。
但是决斗者这个位置是分开的。小开、黄看。
Right, gotcha.
AG 选择了独
God, that's brutal. Like, however many years on.
一个人，剩下的4名队友全部堵在了 B 区里面。B 区是个究极重防，不仅有独木，有零的
Stack over on B. Sim Viper wall here.
尊重啊，这分哪怕对面没有。
I wasn't sure if it was just one that they sort of threw in the moment to try and clear it, but
无人机吧，然后再给假身。
a decade later, yeah.
无人机探一下。假传。
Big TP. These guys actively pushing. I mean, the cameras are just got broken, so I think the camera saw a lot.
其实 A 点可以提速了。
These guys are rotating right into it.
相反的决策。
4啊，这个距离，
打头。
距离确实有点劣势了。
A 点看一下 ，A 点没
The
人。
Euro's ulted over towards A, which is pulling the rotations back.
回去，然后再来 A 点里面找。
This is a very confusing round. They're pinging this.
就一个人。
刚才那个景象里，搜子弹只有一个人，看起来真的就是弱小又无助。就他一个人在支撑，他要看的方向很多。队友现在第一个赶过来的是 Bunt。
We got the Viper wall here at least to work off.
找到。
Recon gets a ping through, I think.
但枪已经来不及捡了，这边是个4打4。
又打成了一个
3v3.
这个假身甚至黑白还多开了几枪，现在只有6发子弹，右边马
Let's
上
go
来人
past the wall. Good fight.
这个人是雕臂，他是打掉了黑背。
Good from Silver too.
小开没有多少
Really good fights actually from Sword 9.
一瞬间，
All gamers winning. I don't know if it'll count as a thrifty. I guess we'll see. It was definitely a lower buy.
防守 A 点的那个人，他面对到了很大
Yeah, it was a thrifty.
黑背甚至是步入了神鬼不觉来找他的。当时他那个弱小的身影，现在显得庞大。
It just had to get to 7-1, and now the comeback from all gamers is going to start.
AG 完成了个纯前分的翻盘。
T 的想法。
Don't know if I like this call though from Trace.
是我先把 A 点 B 点人顶出去，然后
Like they ran into some players that were pushing them on B, and then they sort of go and ult towards A, and it just kind of allows all gamers to kind of get into a closer position to fight
把它
them.
切回来。
这关键
Do
的
you stream every time there's China games?
看
Yes.
一下 AG 能不能以一个比较接近的比分。
Sometimes we have to like leave a bit early because I might be casting.
他们的一个防守方胜率有58%之高。
But yeah, when China's on, we'll watch. We'll try and do. We did all of Madrid.
在手里，
I'll try and do all of Shanghai. And I'll try and do all of Seoul, but I guess we'll see.
他可以在原点抓一下对方
I've missed their style.
的人。不仅自来已经进入到了魁父里面。
And stage one's been fun to watch.
加持 A 点里面站的人
But, you know, this is where it effectively matters, right?
对 Bunt 有什么威胁？
而且这种位置，通常你不给枭形无人机或者不给技能，都是一个假传。
DGen schedule.
我们看前点，先给赛博囚笼，
Alright, Viper's Pit used from all gamers in
放了个脚步出来。
A main. Monk's got some good information about just walking out in
还
mid.
得找这个人到底在哪儿，在左边还是在右边？殊不知 Monk 的
Still a lot of people over here. In the Euro TP was seen, the Silver's going to go and just
还有进攻明军。
either break it or just keep an eye on it. Yeah, he's just nesting on it.
奔放，
嗯，
先传一下。
可能有的时候奔放会有一
So
些
they broke the TP. Recon dot see if there's anybody in here. Doesn't quite clear. Where Kai's playing from, he's just used to Blade Storm.
目前回
他只要卡在前点，可以监听一下对方转点的信
This is
息。
very brave positioning.
我们注意一个小细节，现在黑背是已经给了一个分身在 A 点，
嗯
待会儿会做一点小的动静，给分
Good
身。
sightline. It's just, yeah, I do like that he's slowly backing out, double checking, peeking, fighting, but loses to
但
Fung.
是 Monk 还是
Here comes the B execute. The recon pings 2 of them.
有一个，然后可以直接炮神经取息，知道今天有人的。
And Spitfires just peeks out in front of his own utility, gets 2. Kai gets 2 with a Blade Storm.
接贴枪，
But look at where Lure King's heading.
9秒钟的时间，极限的安
Pushing all the way into CT.
回防的两个人是从 A 点来的。
Needs to be careful if you're facing here, just especially because you've got a Phantom.
他只要收集信息就行，再跳看，看到一个。
We got this late lurk. I love the position from Fung here, though.
猎枭的位置才行。
Just very late security. But if he goes this way, I don't think it is planted for him.
一个非常难以被捕捉到的位置。
对，因为他血量是残的，所以他在等队友告诉
They almost line up again to get collated.
再来，知道正
And they
面
know that Sword 9's left side.
这个位置已经有一点点难走了，他
But
有
the
点
chance to
难
move back.
走，也许能走。
Might try and save the gun. If he does, Fung Fung's got the flank. He's 11 and 3.
一下峰峰，
Crazy.
他在看。
断他的退路了。
不过虽然在是贴着墙的，
峰峰告诉队友没有过，正面给脚步勾引，让 Looking 去抓。
对。
Looking 快到了。
They know that he hasn't crossed, so they know that he's right in his pocket. Really good like movement from Trace.
这跳的一下吸引了
Just like all of the movement around like the map
罗肯已经悄
Does
然。
Nova play later? Yeah, they play after this.
那连枪线也没有办法能够保下来。这一分虽然说 T 最终也是如
Yeah, I don't know how he gets both.
一点里面，但是 AG 并没有
But
在
Kai saves the day with this.
优势的人数置换。
Good right click.
而且还好这分有巨人，如果拿着狙刚才进点的话，可能会有一点点危险。再一个叫一个暂停 ，AG
All games have no concept of spacing. Yeah, especially if they have no information.
守方的胜率其实是比较
I've never seen a team float more onto angles.
而现在只拿到了2分，对他们来说显然是不
So is Kai just a beast? Yeah, for the most part.
比较优秀的这种
Like, was a bit quiet, like in the first couple of weeks of stage 1. Even like quiet at the start of the year. It was all Feng Feng.
来说的话，虽然
But whilst Feng Feng's been a bit quiet, Kai stepped up massively, was the MVP of the last map.
而不是说我给了一边的独木，我给
Is Nova good? I'd say so. I think, much like all gamers,
但是目前防守其实还
the like staff that they have, like the coaches and stuff, are good. Some really good ideas. The players that they've picked up are all very strong at their roles. It's just like, how good can they be in a short amount of time?
闪光类的技能是比较容易打出烟闪的。
对。
Oh, you want like Olingo? Obi-Wan as well, yeah.
明天上线，非常好使。
Obi-Wan was crazy good last week.
打闪的神包之前
Obi-Wan my king.
黑贝应该是抓到这个 timing， 而且还有一个巡地剑，这个巡地剑刚好照到。
Oh, for Christ's sake, Trace.
罗 King 是拉了过来。
二楼弹幕的风风也
If you just wait like one more second, a recon like pings and you know that they're there.
确定了 A 包点是没有人的。
好习惯，随手关门，这样2楼人就不会拖到自己的一个侧线。
I thought his name was Obone as well.
下面可以再来捡枪，没有想到啊 ，Bot 也没有想到对面独木下。
1v2 though.
回放的是一把飞将啊，但是
Spitfire's Marshall.
夹在手里，打身体是不致死的。
He drops it trying to pick up a gun. That was 2 players then, all gamers, tried to pick up a gun and died at that exact moment.
枪械在这种大图里面，肯定是想要有更好使的枪械。飞将刚才也是说到2个重甲的情况下，
I'd love to see them make a run in Shanghai. It would be
必须要2发
the biggest upset. Although I don't know, like would attacking Seoul making Tokyo be more of an upset?
这个时候有一个心理差，因为 YY 已经射了狙击
I guess with the players that they had at the time, not really.
他就已经
It's like, yeah, we didn't know much about like HFMI and
在 AG 已经叫
Monk and Bunt.
暂停之后，这一分虽然说一开始的人数
But like they had life.
但是还是没有能够拿到。
Like Nova definitely with the players that they have to make Shanghai would be
回
crazy.
射一下，他其实还有步枪的。
Just so you pick 'em, why did you pick Nova win today? DRG have just... When DRG look bad, they look completely lost. When Nova look bad, they just look like
中路摸
slightly behind.
他这个时代有点
I think Nova can like definitely make Shanghai. More just because I think this format of tournament would suit them a lot more
传进来，一波
than group stage games and stuff.
稳的，你无处可逃，我是猎人。
But we'll see.
出来 Spitfire 打掉了黑贝，这分他在
Could say the same about DRG, to be fair.
后方右边再有人，但是他没有打过蹦的，现在是一个
Good
现在是一个
shot.
点内的直架，
The 9-3 scoreline.
中路也有人，
一打四变成了
It is.
最后棒的收尾 ，AG 拿到了上半场的最后一分，把比分定格在了3-9。
我以为 Locking 拉过来是给了什么赛博球龙，或者说他要打摄像头，没想到他直接
I feel like they're against stronger teams, they always flounder. Yeah, even just teams that might be shooting back a little bit harder than they expect, like Tyloo.
这回合索德奈正好来了，而且就是
I think it's just
所以他在接近 B 点的过程中抓到了
the team feels like it really lacks macro. Like they don't really default around the map very well. Like on attack for sure. Defense, I think they can make it work a little bit better. But like watching DRG on bind was just horrible for them. They just genuinely didn't know, look like they knew what they were doing.
是 TE 拿到了2个占据上风。
对，目前对于 AG 来说，可能要再次展现一下自己手枪局的实力。
I mean, they've got to playoffs, right? That would make them
会比较难了。
the same, I guess, as sorry,
的表情
hospital's ringing me.
场上也是有非常多厉害的雷兹玩家。
是的，他比的是个6的手势，66，正确示范。
5v7里面有非常多可爱的小的表情包和喷漆，大家也是可以去收集一下，包括这一期的通行证也是。
尤其是大家我知道英雄已经解锁的差不多了，对吧？还剩一些国王币就可以买一些喷漆，还有卡面，还有称号。
国王币刚好是每周3刷新，今天刷新，大家也可以去登录商店看一下。
每日商店。
如果说你不想登每日商店也没有关系，我们有掌上5位契约、真实网友聚集地，还有实时赛程更新，而且还有你可以看你的商店更新，
赶紧下载吧。那来看一下下半场以后攻守互换边，其实 AG 的进攻方胜率刚才从一个赛前的面板上来看是比较低一些的。
对。
但是他们在双烟的体系中面可能可以做更多的拉扯，只如第一张地图一样，他们要随时小心 T 这种防守前压。在这种稳扎稳打的战术中，最怕就是有人破坏了他们中间的一个环节。
在你所有按部就班的防守的时候，总会有一环忽然被对面的一个非常规打破。
杰锋的 cos， 感谢各位精心打扮到现场观赛的观众朋友们。那现在下半场换边以后，小开依旧是一把正义在手里。上半场他
是大多数杰锋的一个防守选枪，
进攻都正义，更别说防守了。
对，这个是中路的3面烟，
但是要压哦，可能是闪加寻地剑。A 场是 T 要控制下来的。
Yeah, sorry, I just need an appointment.
前点很早就开了无人机，中路的人也。
In free half, we didn't miss anything actually. Thought that was going to be a little bit longer. YU fight gets traded. Recon does a little bit late. Monk's did so much damage. Nice A split. Just tab all up here, Recon dart. A lot of nice fights taken.
现在 AG 有一个3打2的人数领先。
那现在 T 是选择。
And then you got 2 playing from A main. This is what I was talking about before, like Trace, because there's no Sentinel on the side of AG, like trying to go flank is good. So you have like the Viper tucked into this corner, you've got the Harbor that's sort of around to help. Good trade, and they know that the last one's here because they sprayed a couple of bullets. Nice little crossfire here too. Nice pistol from All Gamers. What's your thoughts on Furious and Pancada and Zand replacing Conan and Khalil? I really haven't been watching that much Furia, but I think for like player potential, they're a little bit more experienced, could do a lot for just the mental. Yeah, out of all of the regions, I'd say like Americas is my like least area of expertise. Like I watch China, obviously, I watch Pacific, I watch most of EMEA at the moment. Oh, that recon needs clearing. It's a wonder that everybody's alive. This is still a little bit like sloppy. More scrappy than you'd sort of hope.
踩到半线，
踩到了，小开踩到半线位置被发现。现在所有人只有一个人手里有枪，只有峰峰手里是有把正。
Only losing one so far though. One trying to go for a flank but can't really do it. And through double doors. Nice. Who do you think is the worst team in VCT? There's some strong contenders.
真的想到了刚才那名观众的应援牌，老九他真的没毛病。
确实。
Good for Silver Ultimate development. Yeah, I wonder what kind of plans they'd have around it.
对，而且就是他的那种嗅觉是非常灵敏的，对方可能一些落位，对方一些战术，他可以通过对方所用的技能去判断出来，阅读比赛的能力非常强。
现在已经有12个击杀了。
It's sadly DFM again.
Monk 有大有抱拳在手里，所以5个人抱团打一波 A 点的提速也是可以考虑的，但是 T1 赌了一个4A，
直接4A 准备雷击剑，蛇吻
贴近点。
但雷剑好像射的有点歪，这个好像是准备打闪反清吗
DFM of May, which helps. Alright, they tried to fight in A main. Reckoning's going to be used on this execute. Good eye keeping on the door here. Spitfires can't like peek or do anything, but he's put good pressure in. You don't know if he's dropped down from stairs, but I guess you'd assume not. That'd have been crazy movement. Does his hat? Oh, no, I didn't. I thought his hat was shown for a second. His gun barrel did there, though. Good clearance from Kai.
现在对于 T1 来说，这个回防不是遥不可及。
索特奈是想不想要进行2次反绕？他一直在防止2楼管道有人。
I like to just opening the door and backing up though, but Kai just read it super well.
先给赛博囚笼，然后再
Right, post plant. Do you have much? Recon dart. They smoked off the diffuser, but they've got off of it. And Monk has been given an opportunity here. Not quite. Feng's just too good. 15 and 7 too. All right, that's still a fantastic bonus though from all gamers. You plant the spike and you kill 4 of them. You just got to do something now with this round.
残局的处理上面拿分率确实比 AG 高了非常之多，而且峰小开最后的残局都没有任何的失误，
而且是有细节的，在自己给赛博球龙往前的时候，给赛博球龙到前面的时候，后面还有一个小开补了一个瞬云，他这个瞬云是没有让对手的巡敌照到峰。
2打4的局面，又是让小开跟峰拿到了。这一回合虽然说 AG 的布置也不错。 投资了爆拳，但是没有能够拿到分数，让 T1。
I mean, I've said like doing a off-season event with like the 2 worst teams from each region, see how they do.
中路前压，这是一个3人前压。黑贝是来到了中路附近，而这里的话，小开是架了一个过点位。
Because I think it's mostly, it's not even like in a toxic way of seeing who's the worst out of them. It's more like
所以独木可以提早放下去。
all of the teams that have been doing badly are still relatively good.
小火龙拿到了首杀。
正面先打一个，然后再打分身。
Spitfires goes up first.
通过战术监控找到了里面的雕臂。
I mean, Trace made this similar sort of mistake, right? They're trying to execute whilst the Yori's already in, and then people are rotating and sort of cutting off the pass.
柱子后面。
还有一个黑贝在绕后，黑贝在绕得很快，但是苏德奈能不能看得到？
同时后面
Good lurk around from Del B. You got a TP here as well. Are you going to use it? Yeah, I think they faked it. Or it was broken.
跳看到了，找到了人的位置，马上就是一个3面，先推瀑流，左边有。
I think he cancelled it, faked it to do this one over here. Good pass plan. Actually, good turnaround from all gamers, considering like they were like, lost players on the execute.
对于后点的一个位置 ，AG 也有所盯防。刚才 Bont 的一个灵性转身，应该就是苏德奈提供到了信息，知道有人在绕后。对。
先打0，然后再打分身。
在底线的处理上面。
Yeah, there's definitely like a rage boner for teams doing badly. But I think like it's not about being the worst team in tier 1. Like for me, it's like actually having an opportunity for teams to play and like to win to get confidence back too. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like Giants, for example, like if you had that tournament, Giants would be in it because of their like form and how rough that's been. Giants are not a bad team by any stretch. And also, the Orgs would probably want to be playing more games than they are, because that's the biggest problem with a lot of organizations in Valorant, right? If you're a bad team in tier 1, you don't play that much. Like 11 series kind of thing. On average. So if you have a tournament that like gets these teams to play a bit more, chance to win it, not gonna lie. I also think it's just really important to like humanize the players when you do stuff like that. Like when we had the interview with like PM off the back of Cam and Cobb going on a crazy loss streak and, you know, being melons and being memed on. I think that the PM interview that Yinsu did went a long way to like change people's attitude about it. Because you just hear like how miserable the players are. And you just go, well, shit, this isn't not worth memeing on them anymore. I mean, Scream like deserves a fair amount of flack for a lot of stuff around that. But nobody really cared about like how the coaches and some of the players, you know, like you've got people like New Zero benching himself and stuff like that. And like for me, there's obviously been a big talk about like mental health and stuff with like the G2 tweet and a joke like that. For me, I think it's a little bit hypocritical to make a be like, oh, mental health's super important, like making just like this isn't acceptable, and then you're just ragging on players being washed and praying for their downfall. You can't clamber for mental health and then talk to players like they're trash.
这就是有的时候可以说双摸比单摸好啊，两个人的补枪让 T 是想不到的。
Alright, all gamers are like bouncing back into this one. Sorry, that was just a little bit of a mini rant, but like I think it's still worth mentioning.
能让队友趟进脸。
Yeah, exactly. Like, Ye is such a good example of it. People be like, oh, you're making tasteless jokes around
侦测到
mental health with G2's tweet, and then they're also
那个位置很危险，但其实
just shitting on Ye for
回防的
content.
队友遭到了埋伏。4个终极技能在手里，
防守压力比较大，所以小开是起到了一把明车。这把是让峰峰给发的。
Right, Kai got the operator now. There's 2 players watching halls.
邦特也是利用挂绳来。
There's a gap from the cascade that's gone through. Oh, because the cascade cascade
现在看这个位置，
doesn't
如果
quite
再晃一下的话，
do enough. Can I fix a glare on my camera?
换防。
It never would require me to have hair.
下一个 A 大。
哦 ，A 大的这个寻地剑没有看到人哦，其实 DLB 是有埋伏的哦。所以集结 A 点的时间可能很快，而且也可以判断出来对方下一个寻地剑可以拿信息的时间点是多少。在
So Euro's tucked in, got the orb, got the ult.
AD 是可以选择一波进点的。
Operator here, just watching it.
准备打场
The flash to get them off the angle though is going to be good.
而黑贝还放了一个不请自来的锚点，去到了 B 点里面。
正规不绝找人，身上第一个我，但是他
They just didn't clear that position. They were aware that the operator could be there because they were thinking about flashing it.
能射到吗？
But I guess just the pathing of the Yoru. Oh my god, he gets no scoped. The pathing of the Yoru just doesn't check that position.
难办呀。
That's like a
最后一波
silly little mistake for all gamers to make.
而且
第一有3个残血啊。
面对对方的终极技能，
Bigger issue is G2 tweet is doing that as an org. A lot of people talk about it hypocritical. Yeah, because people will bring up like the Zelsis tweet. But Zelsis is doing it like, firstly as a person, I think he's still, it's worth criticizing if people don't agree with it. But it is almost like a self-deprecating form of humor, which I do that humor all the time. I say if I want to watch, every time I watch Tyloo, I want to like throw myself off my balcony. Like that kind of joke is fine, I think, for the most part.
看的是一个夜路和一个解封，这两个人位移能力太强
But
了。
if I say along the lines of like Tyloo fans are going to want to throw themselves off balconies,
刚才
the context is a little bit different.
荒烈之怒全交了，目前只有一个偏进攻性的技能，就是爆拳，看爆在哪儿。先给孔潮，哇！但是小开1创2。
Oh, he gets another. Kai's like had 3 collapse today.
现在这进点可有点困难了，已经没有独木了，
没有
独木也封在
独木也没有
A 区
决，斗，
This might be done for all gamers.
没有决斗怎么办？
Might be
怎么
done.
办啊？现在
3 versus 5.
肯定是要静音，看一下能不能做
You
一些
should be more
后
sensitive when you
然后
post
把一
like
些
that
人
compared to a
手
play.
回
Yeah,
来
agreed.
用终极技能或者是一些技能配合进点。如果你进点安装爆能器的话，对方直接把点里送给你都没有关系，我5打3打回防都行。而且峰峰手里还有神经曲系可以确定你的位置。
对，有人已经传回来了，看一下小开打掉4尔奈，再换一个位置，他觉得 A 大应该是有同步的，而龙平现在也在看 A 大，告诉龙平中间有人，龙平打掉一个 ，C 位番也打了一个 ，C 位番手撕了这把明狙，他有9滴
He has to ace though. That's the thing. He's 9 HP and he has to ace.
可以操作的
Recon dart is going to come in. His cage protects him for a little bit. Drone is going to be used too. Pings him.
直接用小情无人
Nobody's in a position to fight off of it though. Is there a shock dart? There is a shock dart. And Fung just peeks off of it. Nice try.
太多技能了，无处可躲。一个雷击剑逼走位，逼出来之后，峰峰一发身体带走。
而且这明狙还可以回收一下。
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been coaching much, and I've been coaching within game changes too. So it's like unsigned players.
明狙的一个
I have heard a lot worse than what Ye said.
而千灵华阵这个明狙也非常好看，大家也可以去购买一下。
And if I'm the coach in that situation with like Ye,
就是这个终结特效。
I'm like again, you got to scrim against loud, and you're just tilting at each other, which happens all the time.
他们距离
You're like, oh, we're up against a good team in a scrim. Let's try our hardest, and then just people tilt a lot more. It's just
但是人已经
infuriating.
现在也许能找到一个不错的机会，但是这里有一个狂潮阻挡了他的一个。
Oh no, the Hunter's Fury is gonna get free.
AP 猎枪，狂烈之怒连打3人，而在
Spitfires, does he have to save the day again?
带着爆能器的 C 尔奈不一定能进来。
没有烟了 A 大，A 大这个入口他很忌惮于对方明狙的架设，
黄
中路能
申
不能打赢？
Nice fight.
可能可以转。
对，这是一个转
They are still just waiting here with the... You got the camera still over here. Is it going to pull rotations across? It doesn't look like it. There's a minute. There's still so much time for all gamers to like, actively work with here.
狙在架他的。
But look at where Spitfires is. He might be able to get Kai with the up
还
here.
得要小火龙继续去找一下对方可能进行的落位。
Oh, he might have the perfect timing for
对
it.
方 miss 了太久信息了。
They're tucking right in.
这个 timing，
What? Right in front. Oh, no. And then the camera knows where the silver
位
is.
置已经被发现36秒，他如果要转，他如果要转，现在要放点脚步跑，
他已经在跑了。
但是他这个中路的过点得小心一点。中路
Yeah, I think all of the other qualifiers for the platform are like all at the same
一
time.
个距离跳 ，OK 没问题，那可以去 B 点安装爆能器了。
最终，峰峰跟小开这两个人在目前面临到的那些残局从来没有错失掉的时候，11秒钟的极限时间，
He is a guardian.
安装爆能器。
对，而且他安装爆能器能选的位置都很少。
Oh, he's playing like right far back. He has no time anymore. What a way for Fung to win it. All right, all gamers, they're done so. Playoff dreams and Shanghai dreams are over, but I mean, overall, the whole stage deserves a nice try. Good effort, really. All gamers have been genuinely impressive. I think outside of their own like mental mistakes and stuff, at the very least, we have seen Trace win with Trace doing a lot better than they have done. Like, that's kind of like the Shanghai form of a Trace team that you want to see. Granted, they have to go up against FPX now, which that's going to be a heavy series. And FPX and Trace have played each other like in kickoff, and FPX won then. This next series, though, couldn't call it. Absolutely could not call it. But I've got the hope for Nova. Kai is on one today. Yeah, Fung Fung was really good on this last map. Luo King's been consistent. Like, this was like a much better like overall team performance. There's still mistakes in there. Some of these like anti-ecos that they lose, like the thrifties and stuff. Not great. A little bit frustrating. But they bounced back really nicely after looking tragic on both Breeze and Sunset over the last couple of weeks. And also the good thing for Trace here is they go into these last couple of games only showing 2 maps in the last like 3 weeks. So let's see what they got on their Ascent, their Lotus. Yep, Trace, yet again, 1 series win away from Shanghai. For all gamers, they're hoping for a better chance in stage 2, but I think they're like 3 and 2, aren't they, in stage 1 games? So next stage they have like 5 more group matches. So I think all gamers, unless they absolutely implode, should have a pretty good chance of making stage 2 playoffs. So the champ stream is still alive.